love and money is such an interesting topic because most people disagree on it, or one person's out spending and then they get divorced. One of the main reasons is money. What questions should partners be asking each other before they get married around money? How honest should they be? And what if they have a massive disconnect around money, but they have this intimacy and connection and love? Should they, just break up before the wedding? Or what do you think would be the right move to make?
So I have given a lot of guidance in this space. In fact, I've written 3 books about it called Men, Women, and Money, Men, Women, and Children. It's all kinds of advice about family. But here's how the journey works. You meet somebody. It's a great first date. You have a second date. It's even better. Okay? By the time you're having your third date, the only reason you're having your third date is both of you are very interested in each other. Mm-hmm. And that is the time to start talking about the future. I know that sounds corny.
The third date.
I understand it. Third date, if you're just hooking up for hooking up, I get it. You don't have to worry about this. But if you're actually stopping seeing anybody else and you're on your third date with somebody you've met and they've done the same thing and you're being honest with each other, something's going on, okay? Now it's time to start doing a little due diligence because this is going to get serious. By the 4th date, and you're not seeing anybody else and you're talking about, doing whatever you're going to do together, it's a big deal. And you have to understand a little bit about where their heads are at. Number 1 is, talk about family. Do you want to have one? I mean, it's a question. Some people don't. You got to know that up front. You make a decision about it. Or can you have one? It's a discussion you got to have. Tough discussion. Again, staying honest. Number 2, what are your goals? How do you see yourself in 10 years? Are you at home? Are you working? Or would you be raising kids? I know this sounds corny, but believe me, women want that question and men want it too. Mm-hmm. If you're on your 4th date, they're dying to get into this because they're starting to really invest their time in what they think they're going to be. Anybody in your family bankrupt? Tough question.
Ooh.
Tough question. Have you ever been bankrupt? Then you ask, how much debt do you have on your credit card? Tough question.
Ooh.
Do you pay off your credit card every month?
Oh my gosh.
And then they say, why are you asking me that? And if they say, why are you asking me this question? You say, why can't you answer that?
Ooh. What makes you feel uncomfortable about this question? Yeah.
Well, what I really worry that the reason, you've got to be in sync with here's the thing about marriage, about getting together, whether you get married or not, or whoever your significant other is. If those are aligned, if you have an understanding of each other that is in sync, that union could last 50 years. Because after the euphoria is over with, you're in business with each other. You have to build a financial pillar to support growing old together or raising a family or buying a house or doing whatever you're going to do. And you need to be in sync on that stuff. And this is but I'll tell you something. Every man and woman I've talked to about this, and when I was researching my books, all 3 of them, I was amazed at how forthcoming people would be and saying, I'm dying to answer that question. I'm dying to ask that question. If I'm on my 4th date, I really want to know that about my potential partner because I'm really interested in this person. And I think we could be great together, and at least I'd like to try it, but I got to know these things. They're tough questions. And if you like the answers, then you should feel encouraged to keep going. And if you don't like them, you really have to do some soul searching because high probability, at least 50%, it's not going to work out.
Whew. This is interesting. And what if someone doesn't share the same money mindset values as you do, but you're so in love with them that you have this incredible connection? You just laugh at everything that you guys share. Everything is easy except for that one thing. Do you still think there's a potential you could work on that? Or is it, hey, if they don't have the mindset now, they're never going to have it?
If they don't have the mindset now, they're never going to have it. You know what you got to do? You got to move on.
Wow.
Tough, really tough, because it'll only end in misery. I always say this. People say to me all the time, what a cold, heartless you are, talking about love this way. It's not about money. And I say, oh yeah? It's always about the money. The reason people break up, you'll find out, is always about money. It's always about money. It's not about, at the root of every divorce, I'll show you money. It won't be because they screwed around. You know, it's really some stress that's occurred within the family because of financial. And look, I'm just telling you the truth. I started our conversation saying I was going to do that, and you're going to get all kinds of people listening to this say, "What an." I'm 100% right. And you know, I've been around long enough watching this happen to so many people that I want to give them good advice, and I'm giving them good advice. You really have to get this bedrock nailed down. You really do. And particularly if you're into your second year with somebody, you know, and usually what happens is relationships get intense. They then become, you know, they agree that they're going to be just with each other, which is a very encouraging sign. And then they may go on for another year or so before they tie the knot, or maybe they're never going to tie the knot, but the point is they move in together, they start buying assets together. You got to get the financial thing nailed down.